What's up, guys? Welcome to the Crypto Savvy channel. I'm Craig. We're going to talk about, is Bitcoin bearish or bullish here? And we're going to talk about what areas to watch. So definitely stick around for the whole video. You're not going to want to miss this. Make sure you guys smash the thumbs up. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think Bitcoin is bullish and we're going to continue to a new all-time high, or do you think we have topped? That's what we're going to talk about today. Let's get into it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and tick that notification bell. It will get you notified when I post new videos. All right, let's get into it. So this here is distribution. It's the Wyckoff distribution. If this is bullish, this is somewhat what it's going to look like. Now, there's two schematics. We're going to take a look at the first one first, right? So if this was the sign of weakness here, right, just like you had over here, our next high, we cannot break below this 53.7, right around 53.7, 53.8. We cannot break below this and open and close a candle below that. That would tell me that this is invalidated, right? But if this was to play out and we do get a bounce here, right, up to our up thrust right here, that would be around 76,000, somewhere in that range, and then a continuation down to approximately 58,000, and then one more high, maybe the middle of next year, first quarter next year, up to that 78, 80,000, possibly, right? If this plays out. But I do have a major bearish case scenario, which I myself believe is where we're at. But again, we're taking a look at both the bearish and the bullish. I wanted to show the bullish first because I know so many people are super bullish, but make sure you stick around for the bearish case because it's showing a lot of bearish signs. So if this was it, right, we would get two more. We'd get another high. This would be great trades to put in here if this plays out, right? So let's take a look at schematic number 2. And we'll bring that over. So if we are in schematic number 2, that means we only get one more high, and that would be sometime in the third quarter of this year. We would get up to that approximately 76,000 range, right? And then we'd have our drop. There's also good trades here. Now, if we do get up to these levels, there's a great short position here. If you long it up to there, great, if this happens. But as you can see, the similarities here, if we're bullish, I believe it's just a distribution. We're not going to see 100,000 either way. I think 76 to 80,000 would be the top, right? Now, let's take a look at something. This is the daily. Look at this parabolic rise, right? And then we had our break of the parabola right here. Now, where is our major resistance at? Right now, the major resistance is right here at this 200 EMA. It's also the 8 EMA. They'll match up right there, about 58.5, somewhere in that range. Now, that doesn't mean we can't wick above it before continuing down. But if you look at these trend lines off of this here, we're going to look at that call I made when I told everybody where I was looking at shorts and to enter shorts and where that trade is and what's going on with that. So make sure you stick around for that too. Anyone that did that, you are sitting in massive profits right now. So anyways, if we were to come back down and retest this trend line, the next place I would look for a bounce would be somewhere around the 49 to 50,000 range if it's going to hold, right? No matter what, I believe, even if we get down here and we do go lower, we will get a bounce first, so be aware of that. We could bounce all the way up to that 60K after hitting 50 before continuation down in the bearish case. Also, if you guys are familiar with the EMA strategy, it told you to short right here at 60, right around 64, 65,000. The short popped up and we are still in it. It has not sprung along yet. These would all have to cross the 55 EMA. That's the 8, the 21, and the 50, or I'm sorry, 8, 13, and 21 EMA would have to cross over before getting out of that short position. So let's take a look at the big picture, right? Before we go into the smaller time frames. As you guys know, I think this is a major bubble and it has topped. In my opinion, again, I showed you the bullish case. If I'm wrong, We will see another high, but not much higher. Anyways, right now we're resting upon the 8 EMA right here, just like we were over here. Once that we lose that, you're probably your next real big bounce would be somewhere around the 30 to 33,000 range, depending on where this 55 EMA is. Maybe get all the way back up into the 50,000 range before the continuation down. But either way, you can see the triple top pattern, just like we had in the Amazon.com bubble. I do believe we are in a massive bubble, and this does not mean that Bitcoin is going to go away, right? That means there is huge opportunities down here, but it would take a very long time to reach highs again after that. Does that matter if you hit the bottom? Absolutely not, because if you get near the bottom, you're just going to be, it's not going to go any lower than that, right? It's going to continue up from then. So that's where I'm looking to buy. Same price target I've had forever, 35 to 9,700. I still believe that to be a possibility. Just another chart here where we were looking at the monthly and we never retested the bottom of this channel, and I think that would be right over here again between 35 and 9,700, somewhere in that range. I know it looks crazy, but once it plays out, it'll look, then people will be saying, I'm sure the people that were telling you to buy up at 70,000 are going to say they called it somehow, because they always do. But anyways, and here's another chart, just looking at our indicator down below. If you want to know what this is, I've talked about it in many other videos, but every time this signifies huge tops in the market, and we are in a huge top right now, in my opinion. Okay, if you guys are interested in trading, I'll leave a tutorial up top on how to use Prime XBT. There's also a link down below. By using my link, you can get up to a $7,000 bonus, 25% off your fees. You can trade traditional markets, metals, everything, all from one exchange, and using your Bitcoin against that if you choose. So anyways, let's look at that short position. So here it was. Here's where I told everybody we were way back here, right around 64,000 when I put this up and said this is the short area, short zone, right? Between 69 and 71. If you got into this short, you are in massive profits. Now here's the count I've been looking at. We can move this over a little bit, but if this plays out as a 1-2 in the yellow, this is the 5 waves within wave 3 being the white one. That one gets to about 45, 4, and then back up. But let's take it one step at a time. So we were looking at this as wave 1, 2, this being 3, down to about 52,000, 53,000, right? And then a bounce back up, retest this area around 60,000 before continuing down to that 45. If this happens, I would look for a scalp long from about 45 to approximately 50, and then the continuation all the way down, looking around that 34 range. Now, if that happens, there's a lot of money to be made here, right? If something changes, like I showed you right over here, this is the area to watch. If we start opening and closing dailies above this 56,292 range, then we're most likely going to be hitting another high over here. But again, I am still 100%, in my opinion, remember, none of this is financial advice, we are going to continue down, in my opinion. From here, I do believe it's a good possibility this is the top. Now let's take a look at Ethereum. Right, where's our resistance? Right there at the 32,250 range for Ethereum. If it gets back above that, you'll be bullish. Until then, this is still bearish with a target of approximately 1,900 to 2,000 before a real big bounce, right? Not necessarily new all-time high, just a bounce. And as you can see, we broke here. We talked about this last week. 66.27 should be our resistance. If we get it back above, then you can be bullish on Litecoin. Otherwise, you guys know my targets on Litecoin way down there. I have some severely low targets on Ethereum too, because guys, I believe the traditional markets are gonna crash like we've never seen in our lifetime, more like the Great Depression style, right? That's what I believe still to be a very good possibility. So here is BNB. Our resistance level for BNB is now around 560. If we do get up to them levels, I'd be looking for a short. Unless we open and close above it, then we'd look for another long. But Looking for about 360 as our target from there, and that just being a measured move from the break over here. And obviously, I have much, much lower targets for BNB. XRP, you guys know what I think about XRP. This thing died in 2018, right? In my opinion, I think we have, like my targets have been forever, 27 cents all the way down to possibly going to as low as 4 cents, right? So let me know what you guys think. Where are you at? Do you think we're in the Wyckoff schematic? Type number 1 in the comments down below if you think we're in one of the Wyckoff distribution phases and we have another high coming, or if you think we've topped, hit 2222222 all the way across. All right, guys, thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Have an awesome day. Don't forget, smash the thumbs up, leave your comments below, and check out this video up top. I'm out.